G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the physical demon goddess Putine and just how good she is in DBZ Dokkan battle at 100% in the hidden potential system after her Extreme Z Awakening. Now she was a part of the free-to-play Extreme Z Awakenings that came out on DBZ Dokkan battle for a lot of the Dragon Ball Heroes unit, so it's a very exciting time to see just how good she is. Obviously, in terms of passive, she has attack and defense of 150%, plus an additional attack and defense of 15% per crossover category ally on the team, plus an additional attack of 70% and a medium chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned or sealed. So that's kind of the super important part of her passive. There is obviously some integration with stunning and sealing, which can leave her to not be as hype in some of these super hard events where they obviously nullify those effects. But I think for the most part she's just really cool and a really useful unit. So yeah, in terms of Putine, obviously Dragon Ball Heroes kind of unit only. I don't want to say you can't run her on other teams, but why would you when she's clearly a free-to-play unit designed to run on that team? You could run her on Time Travelers, since Time Travelers has such close synergy with the Dragon Ball Heroes team, so it is something that you could definitely look at doing. But beyond that, I don't think there's any significant reason to run her on anything else. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to run her on the Dragon Ball Heroes team. Going to get a really good look at just how good she is and basically just assess whether she's worth investing the time into realistically. I think Putine was probably the first unit that I really enjoyed as a free-to-play unit from the Heroes team, and she's continuing that trend pretty much as well as I want. 150k defense, very nice, and yeah, she's looking pretty good. Obviously, just to continue talking about her passive quickly, she does give crossover category allies key +2 and attack and defense at 30%. This is pretty good because it means she's not entirely restricted to just having Dragon Ball Heroes units on the team. She lowers the attacked enemy's attack and defense by 20% and seals their super attack for 2 turns. Her links are Demonic Support, or Demonic Power, sorry, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Battlefield Diva, Master of Magic, and Shattering the Limit. And then she's got Pepe Girls, Time Travelers, Terrifying Conquerors, Dragon Ball Heroes, and Crossover. You can make a case to run her on any of these teams with any number of Dragon Ball Heroes units. Pepe Girls has a couple units, Time Travelers has a couple units, Terrifying Conquerors has a couple, Heroes has, and obviously Crossover and Heroes will just be full teams basically. So pretty easy stuff. Honestly, she just looks pretty good. She raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and she has a high chance of stunning on the super attack. But she looks very good. She just looks crazy, really. The fact that she can do so much and have such a high raw starting defense. So here we have every link active. We have quite a bit of support on the rotation. We have 252,000 defense, which is nuts. Like really nuts. 252,000 defense. We're going to be able to set her up with the seal from Demon Goddess Toa. She's giving everyone else on the rotation 30% support. Very crazy. When you look at her in isolation, I think. Get the seal off with Demon Goddess Toa, who by the way is still pretty decent. I think also when she gets her easier will be a really fun unit to use. And Putine with just a 6.6 million attack stat, very good. So yeah, Putine, if you couldn't put it together, is a good unit. Obviously a portion of that huge attack stat is definitely locked behind having the ability to seal and stun the enemy. So you're not going to see that in Red Zone, you're not going to see that in Cell Max events, you're not going to see that in those type of events. But it's not the absolute end of the world. You don't need to see that in those type of events, and the reason being, just quite frankly, because she's so clearly designed to just be such a powerful force in ESBR and SBR. Like, I think she's a crushing force in ESBR and SBR. She's got a great kit. She's got great synergy. She looks really, really solid. Here we're going to see it without Cold Judgment. Still double supports on the rotation. Decent amount of links active. No Cold Judgment though, so you could see that defense immediately dropped from 250k. Even having double supports doesn't really make up for the combination of having Cold Judgment. And 6.4 million, so again, just very, very good. So yeah, just really solid. In terms of build, you could build her additional. Additional will manifest possibly double super attacks, which means she could, in theory, set herself up for her own medium crit chance and huge attack boost, which would be cool, but yeah, you can definitely do that. You also get the benefits of the double raising of attack, and you also get the benefits of the double high chance to stun. So building her additional is going to be the best build when you orientate her towards ESPR, SPR, lower level content. Obviously, if you don't want to go full additional, then you're going for crit, but like I said, her survivability in red zone or in the red zone or in the, how can I say, like Cell Max event, if you go crit, like, yes, you will do damage. If you go additional, yes, she'll raise your defense. I don't think either really matters. She's still going to get eventually torn to shreds, but she's still a very, very good unit regardless. Like, just because she can't dominate red zone or dominate the Cell Max event doesn't mean she's not a good unit. Link-wise, there's plenty of room to grow here, so you can invest time link leveling her. One of the few free-to-play units I think link leveling possibly is worth it. Demonic Power gives her 10% defense, solid support, it doesn't do too much, 5% attack. Cold Judgment, 5% defense, Shocking Speed, 5% defense, and 5%, nope, just 5% defense. Battlefield Diva, chance of evasion of 5%, Master of Magic, just an all enemies defensive downgrade. And Shattering the Limit is a attack and defense upgrade as well. So overall, pretty nice kit that she's bringing to the party. Link leveling her would give you quite a decent amount of value. Link leveling her, activating all the links, gives you another 20% defense, I want to say, and another 25% attack, which isn't going to push her into the crazy realm, but will raise that 250k that we saw, which was kind of her max upper limit, to being around 270, which is pretty nice, because after super then she'll be sitting at roughly the 300k mark, which is pretty good. Then of course, to cut a long story short, obviously her attack would go up. You could potentially break 7 million, I guess, if you put on an attack equipment, super attack level equipment, link leveled her, and yeah, I think it is possible. You could also get other effects going on, but I think that 6 million's more the highest consistent attacks that you'll see. It's, when you have the setup, that's what you can expect her to do, and I think that's really awesome. Obviously, I do think it's really, really good. So yeah, overall, pretty good stuff. I think Putine looks great, and yeah, just really, really happy with how well she is, how good she is as a unit. I think most people shouldn't sleep on Putine. She's a great free-to-play unit to pick up. Her synergy with crossover means she's not just limited to Heroes banners. She can work with a lot of Bardocs. She can work with just a lot of units in general. And I think that helps in her case, the fusions units, etc. Crossover is just slightly wider than Heroes, which gives her that little bit of extra variability and utility that you wouldn't necessarily see if she had just been tied to Dragon Ball Heroes. So yeah, she looks very, very good, very happy with Putine, and just overall a super stellar job, I think. But yeah, beyond that, I think that's everything you need to know about her. Obviously, guys, I think if you haven't got any of the free-to-play Dragon Ball Hero units, they are a great set of units to pick up. Even though you may not have a Heroes lead, these guys are still very good. But yeah, bye.